Ever seen a lantern glow and feel it? Knows you, lighting sins you buried deep. Welcome to Shadow. Watch where we chase tales that haunt the dark. Tonight, we're in Savannah, Georgia, a city of moss-draped oaks and buried guilt where lanterns don't guide, they judge. Meet the Shadowed Lanterns of Forsyth Park glowing at midnight, revealing your sins. And if they choose you, there's no escape. Stay close, this story's twists will grip you tighter than you know. This is Lena Marsh, a 29-year-old folklore researcher, curious, relentless, chasing myths in old journals. It's April 2025, and she's in Savannah's historic district, a maze of ancient squares and ghostly tales, to document an 18th century legend for a podcast locals whisper of Forsyth Park, where lanterns glow and show sins, lies, betrayals, debts. Lena rents a cottage near the park, air thick with jasmine and dust. Her recorder ready, but the city hums low like it's watching her. Her first night, Lena wanders, noting twisted oaks and flickering lamps. The air's heavy crickets fading, but a glow starts faint. Not streetlights like lanterns burning in the park. Her pulse spikes. She's alone, no one's near, but the park's fountain looms, its lantern swaying alive. She steps closer and they flare. Lena, a whisper? Not hers, showing a shadow. Her face, older, weeping, chained. Her breath stops fear raw. In her cottage, she plays the audio, but the glow grows weaving words. Not hers, a sin she never faced a debt, not her own. Lena's no mystic, but this isn't imagination. She digs online, finding scraps about Esther Cobb, a 1790s merchant's wife. Her lantern's cursed after a blood-pact binding sins. Guilt, secrets, lies. After her death, the lantern stayed glowing for those marked. Lena scoffs. Ghost tours sell clicks, but her journal's open words scrawled, "You owe not her pen," about a family debt she never knew a sin unpaid. Next morning, she asks a vendor, Alma, about the park. Her eyes narrow. "Don't linger at midnight. Miss, they know you." Lena smirks old tales, but Alma's hands shake like she's seen them glow. She visits the park, air thick with damp moss. The glow returns. Lena sharper, weaving her name with dread. A sin unclear. Her flashlight dims the lanterns, trembling. Not burning, but showing a square, old, a woman like her, kneeling, shadows binding. The park feels alive, watching. The glow spikes Lena. Then more, you failed. You hid her fears, raw spilling from the lanterns. A rustle sounds not leaves behind her. The glow chants cold like frost in her veins. Lena bolts her cottage in sight, but the park's heavy, pulsing. Her thoughts. Not hers, looping a woman's cry, a chain's clank. Inside, she's panting journal, glowing faintly, her name etched in embers. Alive, Savannah hides its curses, but the lantern's glow cuts deep. What would you do with a light that shows your shame, a sin that names you? Would you look or run? Lena's about to learn what the Shadowed Lanterns want. And it's not just a tale. Stay tuned, this story's rising darker than Savannah's deepest oaks. Lena's hands tremble, the journal pulsing in her grip, her name etched in embers. You owe not her hand. The Shadowed Lantern's glow weaves through the cottage, spilling secrets, a family debt she never knew, a sin she can't grasp. The air's heavy Savannah pressing in shadows, curling, not with moss but intent, their whispers threading her thoughts, sharp, raw. She's chased myths before, but this isn't research. It's a snare, and the lanterns have her caught. She slams the journal shut, but the glow grows, chanting. Lena through the walls, soft, relentless, naming her dread. Lena dives into records, digging into Esther Cobb, the 1790s merchant's wife. Her blood-packed, curse the lanterns binding sins, guilt, betrayals, debts. A diary hints at Forsyth Park, never cleansed, always calling those with sins. Lena's no believer, but the glow burns, and the lanterns aren't folklore. They're here. She steps out, flashlight shaking. The city's darker oaks creak in the park, glowing faintly. The air's thick with ash and jasmine. The glow shifts, chanting Lena, then sharper. You failed. Her fears spill from the lanterns raw. Her light catches embers falling from the trees, pulsing red like blood in mist. The park feels alive. Watching a rustle sounds not wind but steps deliberate. The glow chants Lena, weaving her doubts. You hid, you broke. Small sins heavy burned into her mind. Lena pushes deeper, reckless, needing answers. The glow grows louder, a chorus now, naming her flaws, her sins. She reaches the fountain, lantern swaying embers, pooling at their base alive. The glow spikes Lena, cold from the metal. Not the air, shadows move, not dust, but shapes. Blurred their eyes, glinting, reflecting her dread, her shame. Too many Esther's curse. She kneels, finding a lantern etched with names. Esther's 1790s carved than others. Lena's fresh wet like ash. Her throat locks. This isn't history, it's a claim. Esther's lanterns are her voice, her pact, binding Savannah's souls. The glow chants. Lena promising truth if she stays, ruin if she runs. The shadows curl clearer now. Not people but sins hers, others hungry alive. Lena backs away, flashlight flickering. The fountain shrinks, oaks, groaning shadows snagging her arms, cold like ash and moss, urging her to stay. She trips, journal, falling pages, open new words. You're hers. The shadows hiss, their eyes locking hers, peeling her soul. A debt she didn't know, a truth she dodged. The lantern's pulse red, and something moves not light but metal, burning toward her alive, claiming. She bolts branches, snapping the glow, roaring. Lena weaving her name with pain, a secret she buried, a sin she cracked. The park blurs, fountain fading, shadows gliding, not chasing but waiting. Her cottage's ahead door ajar, though she locked it. Journal glowing inside her, name boulder etched deep. She slams it shut, panting. The glow fades but lingers in her looping. Her thoughts are no longer hers. Savannah hides its snares, but the lantern's glow cuts deep. What would you do with a light that knows your heart? A sin that never blinks. Would you look or run? Lena's caught in the lantern's curse and it's not letting go. Stay with us. This story's burning louder, darker than Savannah's oldest graves. Lena's breath catches the cottage walls closing in. The journal lies shut, but its glow seeps through her name, pulsing in embers alive. The shadowed lantern's glow lingers not outside but inside her, threading her thoughts. Her fears, a family sin she never faced, a debt she can't escape. Savannah's air is thick, not with jasmine but dread, as if the city itself breathes, watching, waiting. Lena knows myths, but this is different. It's not her story, it's theirs. She grabs her recorder, replaying the glow, but it's louder. Chanting Lena, then Esther, weaving her name with the scream from centuries past. Her laptop's open old deeds of Esther. Cobb, flickering, a merchant's wife, betrayed her pact. cursing the lanterns binding souls. Lena's eyes burn not from dust, but visions unasked a square. A chain, a woman's cry, her own. The glow spikes Lena, pulling her mind to the park, not by choice but force. She resists, but her feet move, drawn to the park. The night's black stars gone, only embers glowing in the lanterns, red like blood. The glow's a chorus. Now not whispers but voices naming her fears, her shame, her sins, clear as ice. She reaches the fountain. Embers pooling, faster lanterns trembling. Shadows rise, not blurred, but sharp. Their forms twisting Esther's face, eyes hollow. Then Lena's mirrored guilty. The air cracks, and Esther's there not flesh but shadow. Her voice the glow. You're mine. Lena freezes. The fountain shifts oaks, bending lanterns splitting, pulling her into a memory, not hers, but Esther's. She's in 1790s, Savannah cobblestones underfoot, a crowd jeering, chains clanking. Esther's eyes lock on hers, not accusing but knowing, seeing Lena's sins, a debt she didn't know, a truth she hid. The glow chants, you failed, and Lena's back in 2025 gasping, but Esther's shadow clings her voice in Lena's throat. Cold, stay. Lena fights, clawing at the air, but the shadows press their eyes, her own reflecting every fear, every lie. The fountain's alive, lanterns burning, etched with names. Esther's, Lena's others, centuries of souls, bound by guilt. Esther's shadow whispers, speak your sin or join us. Lena's voice breaks. I don't know her secret raw, a family debt she never faced. The glow softens, but the shadows tighten their forms, shifting not just Esther but others. Faces of Savannah, eyes glinting, hungry for her truth. She stumbles, lanterns cracking, embers burning, red, branding her skin. Esther's shadow looms, her voice. The metal. Truth binds, lies burn. Lena's mind fractures, seeing her past. A family name tainted, a debt dodged for safety. The glow roars. Lena and the fountain pulses, dragging her deeper, not into light but memory. Her fears replayed endless. She screams, but the shadows drink it, their forms clearer. Her face among them, twisted hers. Lena collapses, journal falling, pages, open words scrawled. You're us. The shadows chant, not in anger but hunger, their eyes peeling her soul, her guilt, her core. The fountain shakes lanterns, splitting Esther's shadow, merging with Lena's, her voice hers. Stay or burn. Savannah's curse isn't history. It's alive, and Lena's its claim. What would you do with a sin that traps you, a truth that names you? Would you speak or fade? Lena's sinking into the lantern's grip, and Savannah's oaks are closing. Stay with us. This story's not done. Darker than the grave's own heart. Lena's on her knees, the fountain's pulse, deafening her breath. Ragged. The shadowed lanterns circle their forms. Esther's hers. Savannah's lost, blurring into one eye's glinting, naming her fears. The journal's open. You're us, etched in embers, ash dripping like blood. The glow's not outside, but in her bones. Esther's voice, speak or burn. Lena's mind splits her past, her guilt. A family's face fading, her fault. Savannah's curse isn't folklore, it's her. She grips the ground, lanterns burning, embers scorching her palms. The shadows chant, Lena their voices, her own loop in her failures, a truth. She hid a debt she dodged. Esther's shadow looms not separate, but part of her whispering. Truth frees. Lena's voice cracks. I carry it, her secret spill and raw. A family sin she never knew, a debt she inherited. The glow falters. Shadows, pausing, but the fountain tightens, oaks groaning, claiming Lena stands shaky. Journal. Glowing words shifting. Break or bind. She digs into Esther's history, a scrap in her mind, a ritual, blood for blood, truth for truth. The shadows hiss their forms, clearer faces of Savannah's damned eyes, hungry. Lena cuts her palm, blood dripping, mixing with ash lanterns flaring red, then white. The glow screams Lena, not in hunger but pain. Esther's shadow fracturing her face, hers then gone. The fountain shakes lanterns, cracking shadows, dissolving their eyes, fading. Not gone, but weakened. Lena runs journal, clutched embers dimming. Her name erased, the park. Blurs Savannah's streets ahead, but the glow lingers soft in her blood, whispering, Lena not a claim, but a warning. Her cottage's dark door locked, journal blank, but her reflection, her eyes not hers, glint red Esther's. She packs heart, pounding Savannah's air. Heavy watching, the glows faint, but the shadows wait. Not in the park, but her. Lena drives highway, stretching dawn, breaking, but the journal glows a single word. Stay, she gasps, swerving her reflection, shifting Esther's smile hers. The glow returns soft. Truth binds Lena's free but not whole. Savannah's curse clings alive in her. What would you do with a sin that follows a truth that haunts? Would you run or face it? Lena's out of Savannah, but the lantern's glow never fades. If your heart's racing, smash that like share your fears below. Would you face the lanterns? Subscribe to Shadow Watch. Hit the bell for more tales that chill your nights. Next time, we're diving darker unless you're too scared to hear.